could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. The Uncivil War podcast with me.
The Uncivil War podcast, bro.
No doubt. Who they with? Who they with? Karma, a.k.a. Karma Don, a.k.a. Karma Chameleon, a.k.a. Karma Sutra, depending on how I feel, a.k.a. Karma Kazi, a.k.a. Naskanamini Pop Shot Chachabini, and
D-Trill.
D-Trill.
I was doing the live on the way down here, and I tried to do your AKA.
You can't do them. You can't do them. And let me tell you something. That's not even all of them, yo.
Man.
That's not even all of them.
Man, you've been warned about them damn AKAs too. We ain't got
but you know, yeah, we ain't gonna go through all that.
What's going on with you, big dog?
Not much, man. I had a great weekend. Yeah, great week. Great start of the week. Great weekend.
We had a little time off.
We back though.
We back. Yeah. It's just us.
It's just us.
And it need to be. You want me to tell y'all why? Because sometimes I feel like y'all get lost. Y'all actually don't get a chance to dial into the magic that is Karma Don and D-Trill.
True.
Due to the fact that we tend to guess. And every now and then we have to do a show where it's just us. Don't look at this show and be like, oh, they ain't got no guests. They couldn't find. No, we got dumb guests lined up.
We're the show, though.
It's us. Show. You actually do need to get to know us.
Exactly.
And that'll actually, that'll prompt y'all to like go to our pages, follow us on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
True. Because I feel like we get lost in like pouring in the in that chair.
No doubt. And to your point, what you said, getting to know us and everything, I'm gonna start getting on the lives a little bit more. Trill and our page, the Uncivil War podcast, Instagram.
Yeah, man. Go to that.
Yeah, I know y'all been requesting me, so I'll definitely peek my head in there every now and then and say what's up.
I'm not about to answer one other question about this guy. Don't ask me about him. Ask him. And follow his IG.
Follow my IG.
I noticed once y'all start following the Uncivil War podcast page, y'all come and find me and follow me on.
I've been getting follows. I've been getting DMs. Y'all in my DMs and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But, like I said, there's two of us. So
word up.
But how was your weekend, man? How was your week?
My weekend was chill, man. I had a cool weekend. No mishaps. Nothing went left.
Mm-hmm. Let me turn this down. Nothing went left. So is that what made it good?
I actually just feel like the weekend but I gotta get out of the whole idea of that you can only enjoy 2 days. God didn't put me here to enjoy 2 days.
If you're living for, there's a lot of people that be like, yo, thank God it's Friday.
I hate that, man.
I hate it too.
Anybody who really knows me will tell you, I don't like the idea. They be like, yo, it's Friday.
TGIF, no.
Friday.
Let me tell you something. When you don't care what day of the week it is,
that's when you live.
That's when you living.
That's when you living.
You really living.
Word up.
When you take a vacation on a Wednesday in March,
right,
for no reason, that's when you living.
That's when you living.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand everybody can't do that. Everybody got obligations.
Everybody can do that. Even if you're working a 9 to 5, you can do it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in the mundane, everyday routine. You got to break that routine every now and then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when shit opens up for you. That's when you have these unexpected meetings. Like you meet somebody that could change your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you doing the same shit, going the same place, taking the same way to work, eating the same damn cereal in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, switch it up.
What do you do when you get off work?
Shit. I do what you doing right now. Nah, I know you ain't got nothing in that cup.
No, this ain't
let me tell you something, man. I read a lot. You know what I'm saying? I got the writer's room. Right. So I'm always working on that.
Right.
I'm always working on something film related. My daughter who just graduated, shout out to my daughter,
Shout out to Ladybug.
My little she's going to film school, so I'll chop it up with her about, you know, certain things, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like everything, like I got multiple dealings and purposes that I'm tending to. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
There's a lot of dynamics in my life, a lot of purposes that I'm fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe everybody just has one purpose. I don't think you should just be doing one thing. You know how somebody, you just need to focus on one thing?
Right.
I think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think we're capable of, you know, doing multiple things, manifesting many things at the same time.
Agreed.
So this one at a time shit, I mean, come on. You know, like, so, you know, that's really it, man. I just, you know, again, I'm in a writer's room. Lane, Colleen, Filmmakers Lab.
Yeah.
You know, we work on projects together too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's never a dull moment, man. It's never a dull moment.
I like to think in terms of 8 hours belongs to me and somebody else, and then the other 8 belongs to strictly me.
Yeah.
And when I leave the job,
the other 8. And you know what? It's not a true. Not to cut you. It's not a true 8, because if you're traveling to work, you got to take in that travel time. You got to take in the time it takes you to prepare and get ready for work.
It all depends on what you do when you travel.
It winds up being a 10 to 12.
Well, you know what? That's true too. But I like to do things that benefit me.
No doubt.
Like if like sometimes you hit me, I'll be like, I'm on the bike. I like to ride my bike.
I hate talking to you when you're on the bike, but
yeah, I know. I like to ride my bike, man. I like to ride the bike to the trail. When I get to the trail, I like to run that trail.
Right.
I like to run that trail back to my bike. Then I like to ride my bike to the gym.
Right.
And when I go to the gym, I lift weights. You know, when I do that, that's for me.
Bro, I need to get my workout game up. You know what I'm saying?
It's tough. It's tough, man, but it leaves you with that, like, it leaves you with that fulfillment, like, I did this for me.
Right.
Like, seriously, man, we got to start doing stuff for ourselves, man. And I'm not talking, look,
I know you ain't talking, yeah. I was about to say, you already know.
And then, look, we got to get off these devices, man. Like, we got to get off these devices. Yeah, no, look, that's fine, but I'm not. Right. I actually don't think you be on the device like how what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm talking about chained to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that. You know, that emotional internal addiction to the device.
Right.
So you know, that's it, man. I just like to do things for myself, man. You know.
Man, listen. What the hell is going on in Atlanta, man?
In regards to
this YSL shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like this gang shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what's really going on, man? I gotta talk about it because I'm seeing it everywhere. I can't even go on social media without seeing, you know, Young Thug and, you know, new charges and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, it's a little disturbing.
It is.
It's a little disturbing.
Look, man, let me answer that, man. You got some people that are just going to do what they know. So, and in a lot of cases, I actually don't even y'all know how I feel about a lot of things. Mm-hmm. In a lot of cases, I just be like, man, some people are just doing what they know. Right. Some people actually, they are just carrying out their wiring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And man, this is the short version. They actually had the opportunity to be able to say, we got all of these eyes, we got all of these listeners, we got all of this attention, and what are we gonna do with that?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They actually had the opportunity to say, what are we gonna do that? And in that question and answering that question for themselves, they could have did something.
They're not like I feel like a lot of that shit is irresponsible. Like, I don't know if I would say irresponsible, but when you reach a certain level, and I don't know the whole story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know the real. Like, we know what we see.
Right.
Right? But I'm like, yo, if you have 1 foot in the street and 1 foot in the industry, and you're making a certain amount of money in the industry, isn't the end game of being in the street to be out of the, like, if you can get out?
Let me jump in here right quick. But don't you realize your wiring has to answer that question? The way that you are wired has to answer that question. You see what I mean by that?
You can't do that shit forever, man.
Yo, man, but still, even that, your wiring has to attend to that or address that. The way that you are wired strictly says what you are going to carry out. I'm telling you, you can sit down and have the most in-depth. Yo, don't you know Wallow had a conversation with Young Thug, man, like before this?
Oh, yeah.
You see that?
I saw that.
It all came out when it's just,
yeah.
Yo, man, fam put it right there.
I saw it.
Fam put it right there.
He did.
Maybe it was too late. Maybe it was too whatever. But I'm just saying, like, somebody could come and tell you.
Well, and again, it could fall on deaf ears too.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Before this show started, me and LA was having a conversation. You was privileged to you sitting right there in that seat. He was telling me what he thinks I am wired to do and receive and project.
Right.
In regards to a certain situation. We all know what we were talking about, right?
Right.
What did I do when I was talking to him, we was talking?
Oh, you listened.
I'm wired that way. You see what I'm saying? Your wiring is going to carry out what you do, man. Yeah. I'm wired to listen.
Yeah.
When he said the first couple of things that struck like, he might. I didn't say a word.
Yeah.
And I let. Look,
right.
man, I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna, that. It takes
some people have said, "What do you know?"
And it's and it takes a certain level of maturity too. Okay.
I'm an older gentleman. I'm 40 plus, so I was not always a listener. Put it that way.
Some people learn the hard way, man.
So my question is this. How does the culture react to that whole thing?
Right.
You see, we can look at them and say, "Oh man, y'all did this, y'all messed up, blah blah blah." But do we, like, as a culture collectively say, "Hey, not me. The little baby camp ain't gonna go through that."
Let me tell you,
the baby camp ain't gonna go through that. You know. Let
me tell you what it is, though. A lot of people are entertained by this shit, and they're going through some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't Thugger have a child? Mm-hmm. He's dealing with some real shit right now.
Right.
Whether he's guilty of whatever charges or whatever, he's dealing with some real shit.
Right.
There's people, and the culture is they're either making jokes about it.
Right.
They saying, this nigga, blah, 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 blah. He should have known better, which maybe he should have.
Yeah.
But nobody's thinking about that child. Nobody's thinking about, what.
Somebody is.
Yeah, I mean, what's...
Mom's thinking about it. The culture, the culture collectively is not. We actually, we fall victim to a lot of things, man. And I feel like that part of it, what you're talking about, is the minutia.
That's the first thing I thought about. I was like, yo, that's a father.
You're an anomaly.
That man's a father.
You're an anomaly. That's
the first thing I thought about, and I was like, yo, I don't know what he did, or what he has been doing, or not done, or, you know what I'm saying, the level of the crimes or whatever.
Right.
But I'm like, damn.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's some people celebrating the shit. There's some people clowning them. There's some people being entertained by this shit. Like it's a, real life. I mean, it's a reality show.
But nobody never said we weren't gonna live in the gumbo pot, dog. Like that part of it, But what I want to see us do collectively as a culture is unify on a notion. Mm-hmm. We have to be able to say that happened,
right?
Not condemn Thug. Right. I ain't got a bad, I don't know Thug.
Right.
I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't, and I'm not one of them choose your words carefully because somebody might see this motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, look, I don't know, cuz, man, but that's my fucking brother, bruh.
Right.
He actually is a member of my culture.
Right.
You know, bottom line, I don't give a fuck what he did. But what we got to do as a collective, we have to say, why is this happening? Casanova pled guilty.
Yeah.
Come on,
he did that shit.
Yo, do you not know?
Casanova did that shit.
Yo, do you? But but do you not know what it means to become a black millionaire in this country? When you become a black millionaire, man, I'm not saying you got to get out there and save the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm saying you have an opportunity to show somebody else that you can do that too. I'm not saying you have the obligation to do that.
It's an opportunity.
It's an opportunity to do that. I
agree with that.
Like we have to start choosing the opportunity.
I don't believe in that forcing people to be role models and just being like, because you're in a position.
Bullshit, man. People are living their own lives. Some people are not even wired to be role models. I just think that, I mean, come on, man. It's some things that we just should never consider. And I remember, and I remember us having that gangster rap conversation with Nino, and it got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not pulling back on none of that shit, man. We gotta stop giving that message. That message is bullshit, man.
I hear you
Fuck
on that.
That message. It's out of time.
You know how I feel about that, though. You know.
Yo, man, it's out of time for that shit. We actually are out of time on that.
Let's cut the shit.
We're out of time on it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me ask you something, man. As far as Young Thug, where does he fall on your favorites list? Is he a favorite? Is he somebody that you listen to?
Yo, to be honest with you,
his music?
I do like his music. I'm not a huge fan, and whenever I see that he drops something new, I always at least click it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm older. Some of the shit is for me, and some of it is not. You know, we come from a different area. We actually respond to certain kind of sounds. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate the shit.
Right,
I definitely I definitely like enough of the shit to say that I fuck with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this: when I first heard him, I didn't like him at first. At first, I was like, "Yo."
I actually wouldn't even say that.
Nah, I'm saying that.
Okay, all right.
I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Yo, what the hell?" It took me. I didn't understand. I didn't feel it right away. Let me just put it like that.
He started with 25 points because he was from here.
I didn't say, yeah, okay. Right.
I'm getting people in the real.
I got you. It took me a minute to be like, yo, you know what? This shit is actually some fly shit. You know what I'm saying?
You came to the conclusion. And look, and I'm pretty sure if he saw this interview, man, he wouldn't knock nothing that this is the same guy that said he said something about Andre. That was unbecoming. And but when he explained it, you just was kind of like,
wow.
Hey man, I understand everybody that's our age. We be like, you better shut your mouth. But man, that's how cuz felt. And then he came back and cleared it up.
That's how he felt.
That's how he felt. And he came back and cleared it up. Now he got bigger problems. I'm pretty sure he wish he was Andre, right?
Right.
He got bigger problems. You know what I'm saying? But
so
I do want to bring up one thing in regards to my weekend.
Yes.
And I hate that LA don't put the clock up there because we definitely need that because I need to be able to temper this.
No, you don't need that damn clock.
Let me tell you something, man. I was at Phipps.
Time's up. No, I'm just kidding.
I was at Phipps and I was meeting somebody and I wanted to be able to, like, you know, park a certain place and just, you know, go through. So I went through Saks Fifth, right?
Okay.
And I saw that, you know, you go through that. And it's Balenciaga in there. And it's
Jimmy Choo.
It's Louis Vuitton.
Yep.
You know, all and look, this shit, this section. First of all, Phipps is money.
Right.
Everything in there.
It is.
This is not fucking the Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So But what I noticed was
It's not the Dollar. Damn sure ain't the Dollar Tree.
what I noticed was it was a lot of us. I looked over at St. Laurent and I saw a lot of us in there.
Right.
And I look around and I look around and there's a lot of us in there. Like we are in there, you know, heavy.
Yeah.
My thing was like, why are we supporting this shit? Why do we? And then I said, we got a validation issue. We think that these things validate us. You know what I'm saying?
The labels, the brand.
The labels, the brand. And
You're saying in general as a coach. I get you when you say we. I'm listening.
I would even go as far as to say I'm not out of that. Look at all of these bracelets.
Yeah.
Look at the way I present. That might actually come from me trying to gain validation in some way. When I had the conversation, you know, with a friend of mine, and I just was going on and on about it, but then it dawned on me, we have to find validation, a source of validation somewhere, because we actually don't really know who we are. We actually don't even know. We were actually taken away from, you know, all of the shit that we followed, and we were given everything to believe, think, you know, follow, all of that, and we don't know how to properly validate ourselves, and we find validation and being able to say, I paid $1,000 for these shoes.
Right. So and there's a difference when it's just, you know, you just want to look good, right? Because there's nothing wrong with buying an outfit that you probably normally would not buy to feel good. Right. You know what I'm saying? To you know, I mean, appearance, let's keep it 1,000. Like it kind of is important.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? The way you present, the way you represent, the way you carry yourself, the way you look, the way you know, all of that. So it don't always take a YSL, you know, belt, a Fendi outfit or whatever, you know what I'm saying, Balenciaga, you know, kicks or whatever to do that, but you might spend a little bit more to, you know, to feel good. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, if you're doing the shit to fit in, to be, well, I would say flashy, or just to be like, yo, you ain't up on this. Like Kanye had a line on one of his earlier albums where he was like, I went to something and spent 100 on this just to say you ain't up on this or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now that type of attitude, like that's detrimental, because you're putting yourself in a financial hole trying to look rich instead of taking that money and investing it. You understand? And actually planting that seed. And really, you take a certain amount of money, it's not going to take that long to turn over. And then you can really floss. You could buy as many damn, you know, belts and
you're not gonna want to do it then. You're not gonna want to do it.
Right. That too.
You're validated by the accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? You're not even gonna want to do it then. And
that too.
My question to you is, do you think there'll ever be a day where we as a culture decides, hey man, this shit ain't important? Like, will rappers just give up on shouting out Gucci, shouting out,
never.
You know what I'm saying? Never.
Never. Because even when hip hop began, you know, part of the culture was dressing, getting fresh, getting the, you know, having certain kicks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just part of the culture. And there's nothing, and I don't think there's anything, like, again, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's when you go broke trying to do that, there's something wrong.
Do you think that part of our culture should change?
Well, it depends. I don't think you should go broke trying to look a certain way. I don't think so. I think fashion is fashion. You understand? If you're a fashionable guy, you're a fashionable guy. You're going to spend a little bit of money sometimes, and sometimes you don't got to spend that much money to look fly. But fashion is fashion. Ignorance is fucking ignorance. Now, if you're gonna spend $50,000 on what? On a bat, like a Birkin bag. What do they go for now? Fit 70? I might be.
That's not the most important question. The most important question is how much was it to make it?
Yeah. I mean,
how much did it cost for them to make it? See, my whole thing, we look at it different. We look at it different. I think we should drop this shit. I don't think another rapper should ever shop that shit out. I think a rapper should abandon, giving them praise for this trash. They're making polished versions of Walmart shit.
Some of them are.
Some of them are.
Not all. Not. Yeah,
more than we want to admit to. Now,
some of them are.
Now,
not all of them.
Sound like you got an affinity for these guys, dog.
No,
tell me who's not. Tell me who's not.
No, listen to.
Tell me who's not.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm looking at fashion too, like art. Okay, because let me hold on.
All right.
Because a canvas and paint don't cost that much. Now, the way I put my shit together and express myself through that painting is where the value is. So I might have a piece that I charge $4,000 for, and it only cost me $30 to actually make the piece because I bought the canvas, I bought the paint. I took my time to do it. Sometimes sometimes I paint fast, sometimes I paint slow. Don't matter. Boom. I created this masterpiece, a vision I put on canvas, right?
Right.
And I feel that it's worth this much.
I agree with that.
Do you understand?
I understand
and I feel like clothing lines, things like that, I think that's an expression too.
But we have to be able to say, you think it's worth that, but I am going to act in a different way in accordance to that, based on where I am financially
no doubt.
Standing now.
No doubt.
You see it as art. I see it as our people are lost.
Yeah.
Our people are lost in names. Gucci, Saint Laurent,
it's Balenciaga behind you buying.
Right. We don't got no stake in that shit.
Yeah.
We don't get nothing out of it.
And to your point too, art appreciates.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Depreciates.
We're
losing by giving them free advertisement. And the only thing only people we're telling them about, think about it. White people don't listen to that music and be like, I need to go get me some Vince Lee Lagos. Them motherfuckers be like, fuck that shit. I'm about to start a fucking business.
But
well,
again,
you can say that all you want to, LA, but that's what the fuck they go and do. And at the end of the day, we are not the ones doing that enough.
Let me ask you this.
Doing it enough.
Let me ask you this.
Doing it enough.
So if I have now, what if
the mic right there, nigga? Don't groan, moan, and groan. The mic right there.
What if I am a millionaire? And I decide I want to buy some YSL.
I said this the other day. I said if I was worth $6 billion, I wouldn't touch that shit.
Why?
Because that's not what I don't even want to have nothing to do with it. Because first of all, if I'm at that point, I know if I'm investing in something, I know what it cost to make it. I'm not gonna let you hit me with a 400% markup. Are you drunk?
I got you.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm wearing Pumas right now and I'm mad about it. And these Pumas didn't cost me number $49. And I still at some point feel like I wish I would have got them for $25. Because that's probably how much it cost them. Am I being too militant?
So
you saying a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, let me just say this. Let me say this. I don't think there's wrong.
Hit me with the reverse.
No.
Hit me with the reverse.
I don't think there's anything wrong with.
He's about to hit us with it. I love it.
With with liking fashion and being fashionable. If I'm a fashionable guy, that's who I am. And if I appreciate a piece, if I feel like that piece is worth it for me, I'll buy that piece.
I don't think nothing wrong with that.
Now the problem.
I don't think nothing wrong with that. Again, I don't think nothing wrong with that.
I have is when you're putting your savings, your life savings into doing that, and you're going broke.
I think that's
you're going broke to try to impress.
Same thing.
And you're going broke to try to impress. I'm not with.
The issue I have with what you're saying is you're putting the impetus all on black people. And it's not, because
that's true too.
It's a poor people thing. Because you said white people don't listen to the hip hop and go and do that. Poor white people do.
But can the white culture afford to do it?
But
can the white culture afford?
Not all white people. See, but by saying what you're saying, and this was the same. This is the issue, because I've had this conversation with other people. By saying what you're saying, you putting all of this squarely on black people going out and buying this stuff. If black people are only 14% of this country, all those brands would survive, even if we all bought it. So white people got to be buying the shit.
No, wait. Now, to add to what you're saying, the people who keep them in business are the people who can afford it.
No, the people that keep them in business are the people that cannot afford it. Because to your point, the point that you were saying earlier, the people that can't afford it don't buy that shit.
People who can't afford it, people who can't afford that shit can't do it long, dog. Them not the ones that's keeping them in business.
No, the people that can't afford it kill themselves. I work at several warehouses.
Right.
And these people come into warehouses with brand new Jordans on.
Now, what would you say the percentage on them people that kill themselves, what color they are?
It's both colors. Because these warehouses I work in, I see these young white people.
I didn't ask you what is both colors. I asked you what is the percentages.
It's probably 50-50.
My question is this.
I don't know if it's 50-50,
my next question
but
is
it's
this.
definitely black and white.
It's most certainly not fucking 50-50. Now.
You don't think so?
I don't. My question immediately becomes this: which culture can afford to do it? Ours or theirs?
But that's.
You got to answer that. I just want you to answer it.
No, I can't answer that, because me answering that's a leading question.
You answer it then.
He can't.
Which one of these cultures do you think can afford to do it? Ours or theirs?
But what do you mean by
there's
culture?
There's a percentage of our culture that can do it.
Yeah,
and there's a percentage.
What do you mean by culture?
Now,
what is your definition of culture?
Black people.
But that's not a culture. That is a race. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what you're saying.
Yeah, you got to reframe the question.
You got to reframe it.
Which race?
Right.
Which race do you think can afford to do it?
Both. Because there
are
a lot of poor white people.
So you think there are. No, there are. But this is the thing. When we get higher, when we get starting from 100 to 1, and we start to get to the 1% of the 1%, right? You know who we're talking about.
Yeah, of course.
They got the majority of the wealth.
Stop saying they. Because
we don't. But we don't have the majority. But
stop saying they.
But we don't have the majority.
Who is they?
We don't have the majority of the wealth.
Why do you think that?
Because it's true.
You forgot what city you live in?
We don't have the majority.
You forgot what city you live in?
That's not going to work on me, man.
No.
That's not going to work on me.
I'm asking the question.
That's not.
Have you forgotten the city you were born and raised in?
Ask me a real question.
That's not a bullshit question.
Don't make me address
the majority of the millionaires that live in Atlanta are what?
I don't know.
They're black.
Pull it.
I don't have to. I know.
Well, I got to say it.
Like when you said earlier, what threw me off earlier was you said, and there was some bullshit, and you my homeboy, and I love you to death. When you said white people don't go buy this shit, they go start a business. The majority of the new businesses that have started in 2021 and 2022 were black people. That's a real statistic. More black people are starting getting these bullshit ass LLCs.
You always put it on the screen.
I can.
He's going to put it on there. But
and you know me and shit. I stand corrected.
Let's reel it back though. That's a great observation though. The whole Phibbs Plaza thing and just seeing us. I just feel like like I said, the problem I have is
I think that's
putting yourself in a
that's
poorhouse.
my problem too.
Putting yourself in a poorhouse.
We got the same problem with it.
You understand?
Yeah, we got the same problem with it.
There's nothing wrong with being fashion forward. There's nothing wrong with buying brands if that's what makes you feel good. Now, putting yourself in a poorhouse to do it, nah, come on. You know, I feel like that money could be, especially if it's large amounts of money that you're just spending on disposable goods, because it's disposable goods. Here he goes.
I'm gonna share this with you, and then once I share it with you, you need to walk all that shit back. Not the part about, because I
would never walk back what I said.
You need to.
Well, you can say I'm not gonna walk back shit. I stand strong on everything I say.
But my thing is this: I agree with what you're saying. I agree with a percentage of it. Us as black people, we shouldn't put wealth into people that don't put it back in us. If that's the crux of what you're saying, I agree. But we can't tell.
That's all I'm saying.
But we can't tell people that they are ignorant for buying what they want.
I've never said that.
That's kind of what you were leaning towards. Because you said that
Hey man, said that's kind of what I was leaning towards. I'm not going to accept that as being this is what I said.
But listen to what you said. You said that black people go buy this bullshit, white people go get LLCs.
That's not so. That's actually not what you said that I'm saying.
But that is kind of what you're saying. You're saying that black people.
As long as it's kind of what I'm saying, I'll accept that.
Okay,
listen to how you word it.
But that's kind of what you. And then you just
okay. It's kind of what I'm saying.
Then you're saying that.
Okay.
I said that black people do get businesses, and you said not as much as them.
He's about to let's go to the screen.
Nationally, as the latest census, and this was February 14, 2022, so this was a couple of months ago. 3.12 million black-owned businesses generating $206 billion in annual revenue and supporting 3.56 million jobs. Bruh, that just kind of did it. The majority of what you were saying. But like I say, I agree with you on maybe we should invest more. We should kind of show.
That's a nice statistic right there. I like that.
But I knew most of this
me smile
because I talked to a lot of people that start their own businesses.
Yeah,
even though they're doing it wrong.
Yeah, they're trying.
We need to.
They trying.
If
I personally have heard, I've never heard so many people. So many LLC. Black people
because it's a trend
now. It's a trend. It's a positive trend.
It's a great trend. It is, but
if you know what you're doing,
that's
like
why.
You said,
that's why I'm not taking away from.
Yeah, man. Don't let me get started on that shit, dog. It being a fucking don't. I don't feel defeated at all by that shit.
But that's
especially by what you said behind it. You know what I'm saying? So
no.
But what I am gonna do it, I am definitely gonna adhere to it.
Okay.
He's adhering to it.
I'm definitely gonna embrace it, and I'm glad to hear that shit. I'm glad. Hell yeah, I'm glad to hear that shit.
That does make me smile.
Make you feel a lot better.
I like hearing that.
What you are saying, the crux of what you're saying, you're right. Our race tends to be a little bit more materialistic than others, but that's also a problem that the poor have in this country because the poor are they want to be the rich so bad and they can't be. So they say, if I can't be, I'd rather look that way.
Can you do me a favor and pull up the percentage of poor people? Like they have like a chart, like poor people. That is a pie chart. Poor, and then there's black, white, Chinese, blah 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 blah.
You talking about nationally?
I actually don't know, and I'm not even trying to make a point right now. Yeah. It's just good. It'll be just good for me to going forward.
Okay,
so yeah, I'm not even trying to like add to no point that I previously made when I asked for that.
All right, so by this,
you got to think of all of Middle America too. You got to think about that.
Nah, this is a median household income. Well, that's not really saying who's poor and who's not.
It's not.
Let's see. Poverty rate. Okay.
He said, okay.
But you got to think about the numbers.
Yep. The numbers mean everything.
And so by these numbers, it makes sense once I show you this.
Okay.
By the numbers.
Okay.
So the poorest group in America, what would you say though?
I would think it's white because the numbers.
It's white.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's white too because you got to think of middle America too.
Yeah, they so large.
So
you got to think of middle
it's
America.
white, then it's Asian.
Really? The poorest people are white and Asians?
And then black.
Yeah, I didn't think Asians would be
is outstripping the Hispanics by a little bit.
Wow.
But why?
That's interesting.
Tell you why.
That's interesting.
Don't we got an
I didn't know about the Asian.
I'm gonna tell you why. And I was talking to a friend of mine. She's real smart. That's because, and this some bullshit. And that's because
it with this some bullshit.
We don't tell people our true value. Black people. We don't. How many black people will come to you and say, "Man, where I work at, I'm making $25 an hour, and that nigga making $16.50." And then our spending habits. This goes off of what people say they make and spending habits. White people tell you in a minute, I don't got no money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I work with a lot of lower middle class white people at these white houses, and they tell you in a minute, I ain't got no money.
Fucked up, yeah.
And you'll see them drive up in these old beat up cars, and then when you go to their house, they got all this land.
Yep.
They got a big ass house.
Yeah, because they don't want to show. They don't. You want to.
No, because to them that's not wealth.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah. I'm agreeing with you.
So we just basically need to redirect our spending habits in the way that we.
And that's why I said I'm agreeing with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But as far as saying that, what you were saying about we're black people, we're wrong for doing that. Mm-hmm. It's in our genes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
going back to Africa, all the gold.
Can I ask you one question?
Gold.
Why can't we create our own brands?
But by that thing I showed you, black people, that number is so high because we shop with each other. You get what I'm saying? So that's why that number.
So that's starting to catch on.
It's been like this by that last thing 5 years at least. But white people don't buy black people shit. Unless it's rap music.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Black people buy black people shit.
Yeah. Right.
But it's not put out there as much as we like it to.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that actually might be getting the best of me too though, LA. The fact that I go off of like what I think I know based on what I think I see.
It's because we are conditioned to believe the worst about black people. Yeah. Because when I was growing up and I lived in Perry Homes and all these guys were saying, I hate my dad ain't here, fuck my dad, and my mother's a single black mother, and I grew up thinking, my dad ain't a bad guy, him and my mama just didn't get along. But as I got older, I started saying, yeah, fuck that nigga too. And it wasn't until I became an adult. Wow. As my wife this, I went, why did I care so much? If he wasn't there, I still had other black men around me.
Right.
Coach Barry, Mr. Harger, Archer. You know, I had other black men that was like, you gonna be something. You gonna be something. But I never looked at that because I heard other black guys and women downing black men, not knowing that they were downing black men to a black man. You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
And same thing with what you're saying. We need to stop buying all this shit and buy our own shit. Why can't we buy some other shit too?
No, it definitely can be a mix.
Now, the crux of what you're saying is true. The black dollar circulates in the black community for 6 minutes. In the Asian community, it's forever.
Yeah.
Because they have their own banks.
Yeah.
They have their own grocery stores. Hispanics got their own car lots and all this stuff.
True.
Black people, we start a car lot, we put it in a room like this, and we tell you want a car? Let's go to the auction. That ain't no real fucking.
That's yeah.
You
but sometimes they just operating off of what they can do. Man, we need to get Killer Mike on this show. Somebody hook us up with Killer. Killer.
I can talk to him.
All right, yeah, we need to get him. Yeah, we need to
Mike
get
on here.
Yeah.
He was just on. I'm sorry. He was just on Bill Maher, so we might be a little bit.
Fuck that shit.
Right.
Fuck that shit, man. He can sit in here.
Top 5.
All
yeah,
right.
let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
So, you know, I thought it'd be fun to do a little top 5. You know,
albums,
top 5 artists, I
can't wait to hear your
top
shit.
5 session.
All right.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, I didn't want to prep
And you know what I decided to do this time too, though?
I didn't want to prep.
I wanted to go with I wanted to go the way I felt.
Yeah,
I'm not going to try to do like the popular opinion shit. Like I actually have like. So I'm gonna let you go first.
You gonna let me go first?
Unless you want me to.
So look, we about to do. So let's start with top 5 albums.
All right, cool.
Okay, my top 5, and now we have to talk about genre. So we're talking hip hop, right? Or we talking?
We're talking about.
I mean, it's a
hip hop album.
Okay, because if we're talking all genres, then
Yeah, I don't want to lose our audience by doing that shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, it's
nobody
culturally, foundationally.
Right. We're talking to
from a hip hop perspective, right. So top 5 hip hop albums of all time, in my opinion, and this is in no particular order. I have to say that.
That's bullshit, man. Give an order, dog.
No, I can't do an order. Illmatic.
You
hold on.
We should have talked about this. We should have talked about this before we did this.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing it in order.
All right.
There's some yeah.
All right.
Illmatic.
Mm-hmm.
Reasonable Doubt. I am going to say The Chronic. And I'm going to say that's 3. The Chronic. Okay, so this is personal now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I am going to say both Biggie albums together as one choice. I can't choose one or the other. Ready to Die.
Madonna's.
Nope.
Fam, you going out bad right now.
No.
That's bullshit.
And then my last album.
Tripping.
Hold on.
You gonna say both Biggie albums in a top 5?
Listen, as one choice.
Listen to this shit, man.
I have to.
I was gonna say something real quick.
I have to.
Another thing I just saw, it said black people has the highest poverty rate in America.
That took us off our high. I actually don't want to be right about that.
Alaska Natives, American Indians, and Black or African Americans. Yeah. So this.
All I'm saying is we got the opportunity to take ourselves out of that. That's all I'm saying. The opportunity.
Some of that shit may be systematic though. But go.
All right.
My last one. I know you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That
right.
shit was.
It's
you
okay.
wilding with that shit. Dog.
My last one is The Great Adventures of Slick Rick.
Keep going, dog.
That's number 5.
All right. That's not bad, dog. What's bad though is
how many hits. You know how many hits was on The Great Adventures of Slick Rick album?
That shit is New York bias.
It can be.
It's definitely, your list was New York bias.
I'm from New York.
I mean, so you can't listen to nothing else?
No, hold on.
He didn't have not one Southern album in that shit.
Hold on. The West Coast?
Hold on. Well,
and he went on.
I said The Chronic.
Yeah, he did say The Chronic, yeah.
And Aquemini is, if I was to keep
don't
going.
do that.
If I was to keep going.
Don't pander to.
Don't pander to us, cuz.
No, but we spoke about this before.
You put 2 albums in one fucking slot and you didn't put Aquemini. All right.
I had to.
First of all, I got issue with your top 5 because you
gotta have it. You can have an issue with mine. I want to hear yours.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever watched porn and it's the girl to get into anal and vaginal? That look uncomfortable. That's what you just try to do. You try to put 2 CDs in one slot, dog. Fuck that shit.
What?
I hate you.
Whoa. The porn references.
So we definitely putting this not for kids on YouTube.
I mean, wow.
Hey, that's what happened when it be me and Carmadonna's, dog.
What? No.
This shit get out of
phrasing.
All right. I ain't taking it back.
I want to hear your top 5.
All right, my top 5 is this. The Blueprint, Jay-Z.
That's a great one.
Aquemini, Outkast.
I knew you was going to say that.
8 Ball and MJG coming out hard. Look, you should have put the echo on me when I said that hard. Yo, that album was epic, dog. That album changed everything for the South, bruh. I am only mentioning albums that changed things.
Well, why not Southern Playalistic?
I want your
Hold tight.
But this is your
Hold
top
tight.
5. For whatever reason, it's your
Hold
top
tight.
5. This is your top 5. I'm talking about albums I played to death. That's my top 5. Like, yo.
We have to turn it into a contest. Everybody's top 5 is everybody's top 5, and everybody has the right to be
A-Ball, MJG, A-Ball. Okay,
Coming out
A-Ball,
hard.
MJG. Coming out hard.
What?
That's what he said.
No, I'm saying the face you making. Jesus.
Me?
Him.
Me.
Maybe we should have him drink. Scarface, The Fix.
I'm not mad at that.
Dr. Dre, The Chronic.
Absolutely.
Why the Fix and not the Diary?
I like The
yeah.
Fix
I was
better.
thinking about the diary.
I like The Fix better. I like The Fix better. So, if we're gonna discuss the questionable parts about my top 5 albums, and we're gonna do it short because we got to move on to other top 5s. I see everybody raising the eyebrow at Coming Out Hard, but let me tell you something, man. In LA, you know this. You know this. When Coming Out Hard dropped, I don't care if you live in Perry Homes. I don't care where you. Everybody was on that shit.
Yeah.
Call me a lie.
No.
That shit was revolutionary for 2 goofy motherfuckers from Tennessee. And like them niggas introduced shit to us that we just sounds just like, and I ain't calling them goofy. 8-Ball used to be at the World Bar in Atlanta, man. Man, I used to sit at the table with 8-Ball.
I used to see.
Everybody got an 8-Ball story.
Yeah.
And he's just yo, man, I got too many times where I was sat with 8-Ball.
Yeah, they good people. They
super down there, both of them.
Yeah.
But I actually wanted to highlight the 8-Ball and MJ. Sel always like join me because I only know, like I can only recite the lyrics to old songs. I actually can't even recite the lyrics to my own songs without messing it up. But if Lay It Down came on and MJG that last verse on Lay It Down, I can say that shit backwards, boy. I love that shit.
You know what I love? My
next.
top 5 artists.
Oof, this about to.
That's what I love. I love my top 5 artists.
Let's make it short, man, because this shit gonna get dicey. This shit gonna get. LA already turning his face up.
You're gonna be Jay-Z 5 times.
Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. I'm gonna knock him out right there. And
how big in your joint? He ain't got the catalog. He don't have the catalog.
New York bias.
Don't matter. He got enough. He showed enough. There's people there's new artists that can't touch that. Can't touch those albums. Period.
He ain't never heard of Kendrick Lamar.
So
never heard of Kendrick Lamar.
Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. Nas is my favorite lyricist. You know, Jay-Z be
Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas.
Yep. I'm gonna hit you with a curveball because I'm throwing like I told you before, Andre 3000. He's in my top 5. Eminem is in my top 5.
So that's 5.
That's 5.
So your top 5 is Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, Andre 3000, and Eminem.
Yep.
Because you love lyricists.
I love lyricists.
All right. Like I said, I decided.
For whatever reason, that's my top 5.
My top 5 goes as such. And it got different reasons. I'll be more than glad to explain. Jay-Z, Nas.
We agree on some things.
Kendrick Lamar. He finally made it in there. He made it in there.
You've been putting him in there though.
I've been massaging the idea of it, but I couldn't do it. He just didn't have the catalog. I believe in you having the works to be able to land in my top 5. But this last album.
Okay. All right.
Woo!
All right.
So we got Jay-Z, Nas, Kendrick Lamar. I'm gonna go Tupac. Because for the revolutionary aspect of it.
Yeah.
And then my fifth one.
I was fighting with that one too, to put him in my top.
My fifth one Black Thought.
Ooh, nice.
Black Thought is in my top
As an
5.
artist, yeah. As an artist.
Now, honorable mention is
Lyricist, really.
Royce the 5'9". He could not edge out Black Thought though.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't do it, and it was just because, man, when me and you were sending videos,
Royce is nice.
He's beyond. I mean, they like this. Like I had to make a choice. You know, but it ended up being Black Thought, and it was because when yesterday when me and you were sending those freestyles back and forth,
mm-hmm.
and the Black Thought freestyle, bruh, the 10 minutes,
yeah,
because I can't do nothing for 10 minutes. I can't do anything for 10 minutes without making
a fire though. It wasn't no dry. There was no dry. There was no down parts where it's like, oh, it's just filler. You know what I'm saying? He had no
How
filler.
do you rap for 10 minutes straight and with no filler?
No filler.
Now,
bar for bar.
Now, does anybody have a problem with my top 5? Anybody in this room?
Nah. I like your top 5. I like your top 5.
And I understand LA is playing Candy Crush right now. I just trust that he heard me. Now, what we move on?
We're moving on to top 5 groups. Now, by definition, because I know you're like, oh, if it's 2 people, it's not a group.
It's a duo.
I'm calling it a group.
Gotcha.
So I'm including duos as groups. They're groups.
And I got a feeling your top 5 groups gonna end up being my top 5 groups.
Maybe not.
You be naming some.
So I'm going way back and bringing it up. Run DMC.
Of course. Can't knock them. Can't knock them.
Tribe Called Quest.
Can't knock that.
Run DMC, Tribe Called Quest, Mobb Deep, Outkast.
This nigga said Mobb Deep.
Outkast. Outkast. Yo, Mobb Deep. Have you heard their whole catalog?
Are you crazy? Yeah. Like nobody ain't heard Mobb Deep. Mobb Deep. Yeah.
There's a few groups that are better than Mobb Deep.
Dog, I got Mobb Deep hard copies, all of them.
Let me finish.
You know Jermaine Kimball was my friend, right?
Let me finish.
Is my friend.
Yes. It was your friend.
Nah, he is my friend.
Tribe Called Quest, Mobb Deep.
You have 4, my friend.
NWA.
You know how I feel about NWA.
Well, I'm going to tell you why I put NWA.
Let's hear it.
Because everything that they've done collectively, because look at Dr. Dre's career, look at Ice Cube's career, look at, you know what I'm saying? Look at the impact Eazy-E had. So, I mean, arguably, they are one of the greatest hip hop groups of all time. Arguably,
can't knock that.
Just on that, you know what I'm saying? On their long lasting impact. Cube is still making films.
Can't knock that.
Dre is still
Hey man, you saying a whole bunch of shit that ain't got to do with them as a group. They had 2 albums. One of them was Niggas for Life, and the other one was 100 Miles of Running.
But
Straight Outta Compton. That's 3 albums. They had an EP.
That was
an album.
Oh yeah.
And that shit was
that was their first.
It was the
Wasn't
first
that their
album.
first
Yeah, first. So it was NWA, Straight Outta Compton, 100 Miles of Running, and Niggas for Life. When you look at how good those albums were, you just want to have you might want to go back and listen to that shit. All right, well, cool.
I already know.
I'm not that,
but it's bigger than the music too.
Hey man, don't get me. We don't got enough time for me to get into that shit.
So what's yours? What's your top 5 groups?
Nigga, Outkast.
That's number 1.
Number one in the damn hierarchy. Outkast, 8 Ball and MJG, UGK.
I knew it. I knew you was going to name those groups.
3 duos.
I knew you was going to name those groups.
The Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh, how can I forget?
This nigga just and you can't.
How can I forget? Yeah, I can go back.
No, you can't.
I can.
No, you can't, dog. You said it already.
Wu-Tang Clan's in my top 5.
No.
Y'all.
So
There's
now you got a top 6.
It don't matter. They're in my top 5.
So Wu-Tang,
Rearranging the order.
The Wu-Tang Clan.
I knew I forgot. I knew I forgot a group.
And Pharcyde.
And Pharcyde in your top 5?
Yeah.
Really?
I was a giant Pharcyde fan.
Are you serious? She keep
Telling
on
you,
passing me by, Pharcyde?
Hey, man.
My dear, you do not know me, but I know you very well.
That got other shit motherfuckers slept on. But,
Wow.
yeah.
So
I know.
you talk about me with Mobb Deep. But you know what? I really wanted, Wu-Tang, yeah.
You didn't put them in there, bro.
Yeah.
I don't understand how. I don't understand
Look,
how.
I can do whatever
I don't get how.
I can do whatever I want.
I don't get
I'm
how
putting-
Wu-Tang missed a top 5 group in any list.
Have you?
How did they get out of?
That's true.
That's bullshit.
That's
so
true.
for you to
No,
not
I agree.
For you
I
to be from New
forgot.
York,
I don't have my paper with me.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna give you though. It might have actually been. It actually might have been just a given. Sometimes some things are just automatic, and you don't say it.
Dog,
Like you don't even have to say it.
as long as you've known me, you know Wu-Tang Clan is one of my favorite groups.
All right.
Period.
We're moving on the top. We don't want on the top 7 movies.
So yeah, let's get out of music real quick. We're gonna make this part short. Top 5 movies of all time.
This is gonna be easy for me, and people gonna be like, "What?" My top 5 movies goes as such, and I'm gonna just say it and get out of the way. Number 1 is The Predator. I love that movie.
Okay.
The Book of Eli.
Okay.
The Equalizer. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that, number 4 is Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. You know, I got a bunch of Tarantino shit up there, but go ahead.
Number 4, because I had it. Yeah, I gotta shoot him some props. Number 4 is Pulp Fiction.
No doubt.
And
No, that's on mine.
my number 5 movie of all times, and people might not feel me on this, and I can explain it, is Marvel Universe, The Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
And the reason why is because I think the Marvel had a way of challenging my mind with things that made me watch those movies over and over and over again. Movies that were not even popular, like Ant-Man, and
Right.
when it led up to Iron Man dying, and when the most intricately written part of all of that shit is when Doctor Strange gave Thanos the Time Stone. People don't realize how that was just so brilliant to me as to why.
Well, you got to be a Marvel head,
right? You got to be
a Marvel nerd.
I'm not either one of those. I don't read comic books or anything like that. But my comic book reading friends explained it to me, and I went back and watched, and I was like, damn. Like if you can get me to be like that, I'm probably gonna mention you in my top 5 movies.
Okay.
So
okay. I'm gonna get Tarantino out the way real quick. So I'm gonna say, of course, Pulp Fiction and Kill Bill. Those are those are the first 2 I'm naming.
All right.
Usual Suspects.
Nice. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Now the next 2, A Beautiful Mind. It's based on a true story. I like true stories. That was a crazy true story. Like it was just crazy, like unbelievable, but it's dope.
Right.
Beautiful Mind. And
You know none of that shit in that movie was true, right?
it says based on a true story.
Sometimes it be based on actual events. Am I getting close?
Based on true. Well, that's different. Based on true events, based on true story, inspired by true story, are all different things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So and you really have to watch the wording of that when you do it for legal purposes. Yeah. Like the film short I got is inspired by true events. I
that shit true.
Not no. Actually, and it can't now. People use that as a loophole though, because all of that shit could be true. But if you say inspired by true events, that person can't come after me and be like, you stole my story.
You can't, but based on true events, you can't either. You can be like, well, blah blah blah. But usually,
it's like
inspired by true events. That's different.
Beautiful mind stuff. They came out and said, well, none of that true. He came out and said, he said, well, none of this true about me.
Put it on the screen.
Oh,
that motherfucker don't hesitate when you say.
Now I love this movie. Why can I never remember the title of this shit?
You don't love it?
I do. Matt Damon. It's Matt Damon and your boy.
The talented Mr. Ripley.
No.
I'm out. I'm done.
That's a good.
I actually have no. I can't help you now. I can't help you.
That's a dope one too.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, I can't remember it. Hold on. I'm gonna cheat. I gotta cheat.
Damn.
Wow.
That's not good.
Medically accurate. Yeah, he was crazy. Yeah, schizophrenia.
I've never heard a doctor say crazy.
Yeah, they said. Like retarded. Retarded is the medical. Is medical.
You said what? Retarded?
Yeah, it's medical.
But I thought it was autistic.
Oh, retarded. Retarded is a real medical.
So how did it end up being on the list of words that's like taboo to say?
Because people started calling people retarded when they did something stupid or slow.
Gotcha.
See?
Goodwill Hunting.
Goodwill Hunting. Okay. So that's in your top 5. That's your top 5.
Top 5.
That ain't bad. I actually thought it was. I should check out some of those.
Goodwill Hunting.
But it is.
He said retarded.
Offensively dated.
Offensive and dated.
Just so y'all know that the Uncivil War podcast does not condone.
You gotta definitely put that shit out there.
Yeah, we're not out there trying.
Top actors. No, your movies.
I already did them.
Your actors.
Well, were you?
Actors.
My actor. Yeah.
Sorry, your actors. You go first.
Number 1, Denzel Washington. Let's just get that shit out the way. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Putting cases on all you.
I put cases on all you bitches. I didn't even name. I wanted to say Training Day, but Training Day makes me feel.
Ooh, I love Training Day.
Yeah,
too.
but I actually like Dead Presidents better. All right, I'm putting I'm taking something out and putting Dead. I'm adding top 6. Dead Presidents is my top.
Okay.
I love Dead Presidents.
You know, I love Jones too. And put that in my.
All right, yeah,
top,
okay. So we're just gonna do honorable mentions.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Honorable. Love Joneses.
Denzel Washington. And we could name actresses. Obviously, I'm not even asking. You know, we can't leave the ladies out.
Of course, I'm definitely naming some actresses.
Look, you know, L.A. chuckle when I say that because he think I.
No, I was reading it.
Oh, okay.
They say they changed it in 2013 from mental retardation, because that's what the original thing is, to intellectual disability.
That's a lot to say. But hey, man. Yeah, all right, then that's what we roll with. I'm not mad at it. What?
Oh my God.
L.A. Wild, dog.
The views.
No, his mic is right there. He not. I said Denzel Washington. Morgan Freeman is one of my top.
I think a lot of ours is going to be the same. I love Morgan Freeman.
Don Cheadle. I love Don Cheadle. I think he has a huge impact. Samuel L. Jackson, mainly because he's been in damn near every movie. A, B, that motherfucker look just like my daddy. And that's my 4th one. And Regina King.
Okay. All right.
All the obvious reasons, girl.
Well, wait until you hear my top 5.
Clooney,
Wait till you hear my top
Those guys
five.
are actually pretty
George
awesome
Clooney
too,
is
man.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So, yeah, my top five.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson,
Got him.
Don Cheadle,
Okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
I'm with it.
Angela Bassett,
I'm with it.
and I love Rosario Dawson.
Bam.
She's underrated as an actress.
Cuz, are you drunk? She just looks really good. nobody thinks she's underrated as an actress. Come on, cuz, are you crazy? We're not gonna do that here, man. Take that out, man. Not.
She's underrated as an actress. I think she's
wilding right now,
I think she's in my top.
You think Rosario Dawson
She's a
is in
great
your
actress.
top 5
She's
of
great.
You only got 4 now. What's the other
That's
one?
only 4. That was 5.
Okay.
Great.
You wildin'.
I think she's great.
Tell me what great actress
Have you
moment
seen
she
7
had.
Pounds?
Huh?
You seen 7 Pounds?
I have.
With Will Smith. She did a phenomenal job in that. First of
Okay.
all. No, it ain't one. I mean, come on now.
No, you gotta build up to she's a
I'm gonna
great
let you
actress. That's
finish.
one thing. Like
I'm gonna let you finish. No, we still got to do.
No. We're not moving on to that. We got one more top.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah, that's right. TV shows.
Different strokes.
He going back. I'm gonna go back a little bit too.
I will watch it. I promise you to God, I will. I will watch that shit today.
I believe it. I believe
will
you'll
watch
watch
that
it.
shit.
I might watch an episode or two of Different Strokes. I ain't gonna watch the
Yo,
whole.
if I don't say Seinfeld, everybody who watching this shit gonna be like, "What the fuck?" I will watch Seinfeld for no reason.
Yeah.
Seinfeld. Mm-hmm. The Facts of Life.
Tootie.
So Different Strokes Part 2.
That was my first celebrity crush. Tootie was my first celebrity crush.
Hey man,
Kim
sometimes
Fields.
that's what it be tied to.
Kim Fields was my first.
Yeah, sometimes that's what it be tied to. Shark Tank,
Okay.
because it taught me a lot about being able to evaluate businesses and like being able to like just knowing what you got to present when you trying to like get somebody to buy into your idea.
Okay. You had a little variety. To you.
Yeah. And my number 5 is more than likely going to have to be Knight Rider.
Yo, I used to love Knight Rider.
What
I
little
used to
black
love Knight
kid
Rider.
did not think that
There's somebody
that
on my
was
block with the car with the
Yo,
thing,
of course.
with the,
I don't even. Yeah,
he got
absolutely.
he got the joint.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Knight Rider.
He got
That's
like
my
a
top
exact
5.
replica of that damn car.
I wanted to do Dukes of Hazzard, and we used to always watch the
American
Dukes
Hero.
of Hazzard. And, yeah, that too. And I wanted to do that. But when I found out the
18.
General Lee was basically a car wrapped in the Confederate flag.
18.
18, yeah.
I used to love 18.
What's wrong with the Confederate flag?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I just don't fuck with it.
That's a whole
You can do
nother
it.
show.
I just chose not to fuck with it. But I ain't about to go out in the street and march against it. When I see somebody, I ain't gonna throw no rock at them. They got the right to do that shit. Do your thing. I ain't gonna wave.
So my top 5 goes like this in no particular order. Martin.
That ain't bad.
Atlanta, which is a newer show. I like the whole Atlanta series. The season 1, 2. I'm watching 3 right now.
I'm surprised to hear that.
Donald Glover, like it's a dope show.
Yeah.
It is.
He don't get the credit he deserves.
He's starting to. He is.
He's been getting the credit he deserves for the past 5-6 years.
He's you mentioned Seinfeld.
Yeah. Hey man.
You mentioned the show. I'm trying to remember.
Yo,
Hold
you
on, I
gotta
got two
let
more.
him drink again, dog.
I got 2 more.
He
Hold
would have
on.
had this out by now.
No.
It would have just been loud.
He kept interrupting you while you were saying.
Oh, okay.
I like House. I don't know if it's in my top 5 though.
Bam.
You Don't give us your damn.
I know.
It's 10:30.
Boy, light a flame under that shit.
There's one more. I just want to say the right, because I don't want to go back and be like, yo, I forgot to mention this show, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so I don't know if this counts as a show, but Chappelle Show.
It's got show in the name.
Chappelle Show.
Hell yeah, that counts. It came on, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely, and Chappelle Show might be in my top 3.
That's 5 right there.
Yeah.
You did it. Proud of you, dog.
Yeah, thank you, dog.
All right, we can move on. I'm gonna let you finish.
He's a jackass. He's a jackass.
No, I thought when I was being a jackass when I got in your car and I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna let you listen to your music.
Listen to my music. He got all my music.
That was
I'm gonna let you listen to your music.
Right, that was a jackass right there.
Yeah,
I actually think I can do better in the jackass category. I'm gonna let you finish.
Mm-hmm.
What we got? You about to go in there and look at it?
I don't know. I'm gonna let you set it off.
All right, let me set it off. So I'm gonna let you finish. I like to dive into food a lot, and this is gonna be very simple.
Mm-hmm.
And these are 2 things that bring me great joy. So don't judge me.
Mm-hmm.
Grilled cheese or a bowl of cereal.
2 opposite. Like, I can see if you said grilled cheese or peanut butter and jelly.
Huh?
Same shit.
How is it? How in the hell is a grilled cheese a fucking bowl of cereal?
Think about what they made out of.
Bread.
Grilled cheese, bread, grains, cereal, grains, milk, cheese.
He making me address shit again. He making me address wild shit again. He making me dress. You poor.
Wow.
Now, y'all remember Saturday morning? You remember Saturday morning? It was like, oh shit, the cartoon was about to be on. You get you a big ass. Well, I used to get a big ass bowl of cereal with a big ass, big ass spoon. I used to be like, that shit brought me great joy. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. Ain't nothing like a grilled cheese though, bruh. I mean, I'm talking about you just take a piece, you just put butter on that bread, you put whatever kind of cheese you put that joint, you toast that joint on both sides, bro. You just bite into that joint, boy.
Give us a breakdown of how to make grilled cheese.
Hey, man, you could either receive it, you know what I'm saying? You can either believe it or you can, you know what I'm saying? You can even retrieve it. But one thing about it though, man, that's how I go down. You gonna make that grilled cheese, man. You bite into that grilled cheese, bro. You know that shit feel good when you first take that first swallow, bro. Which one is you fucking with first? Would you rather have a bowl of?
That's a good one though.
You don't think it's a good one?
It's a good. I don't think that's a good. Yeah.
That's what I came up with, and I actually came up with it on Thursday. Nigga just told me.
It depends on how I feel. One's a breakfast food, one's a lunch.
You eat both of them for breakfast.
You can.
You can. Which one would you? I'm just saying, which one would you rather?
Throw some syrup on the grilled cheese.
I'm gluten intolerant and lactose intolerant.
To the people out there watching Uncivil, which one? Leave it in the comments.
Yeah, put it in.
Leave it in the comments. Which one you fucking with? Grilled cheese or a bowl of cereal?
Wow.
I never said which one I like, but I actually would.
If it's nighttime. If it's nighttime, I probably would.
Cereal at night, dog.
Cereal at night too.
I can't do that cereal at night, bro.
I could do it.
I'm lactose intolerant, so I gotta watch how I do cereal anyway. I don't even drink real milk when I do cereal.
I don't know if I have a fair. I'm gonna have to take it. I'm gonna have to say both.
Man, that I'm gonna let you finish was so good. Y'all niggas stumped.
All right, I got one for you.
Got it. Listen, I'm listening.
And these are 2 different classes of the same sport. But Floyd Mayweather or Iron Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson.
Okay. Well, shit. We agree on that.
Mike Tyson. I mean, Floyd Mayweather had figured out a way to just kind of like lull his opponent into a loss. He don't beat his opponent's ass. Mike Tyson knocked your motherfucking ass.
Don't beat his opponent's ass.
Yeah, he win the point battle, and then the last like couple of rounds, he just kind of like, you know, he lulled them into a loss. That's just what I noticed. Look, man, y'all gonna come on here.
I don't take anything away from his boxing.
Now, he won
because
he won. What are you saying, LA?
I'm with. Yeah, that's what
we together on that. We're together on that. But I actually respect.
I'm definitely team.
I just like Mike Tyson as a person too, though.
Period. And he was just one of the hardest hitting knockout artists. He was a knockout.
But yo, his story was the Mike Tyson story, dog. When that movie come out,
well, one did.
Nah, man, fuck that one. I'm talking about somebody gonna do it some justice.
In my opinion, what happened too, besides Customato passing, is he fired Kevin Rooney. He should have never fired Kevin Rooney. In my opinion, Kevin Rooney made him. He wouldn't have been out that night, the night before the Buster Douglas fight, if he still had Kevin Rooney in his corner. He should have never got rid of Kevin Rooney. He would have went on. He would have kept going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn, Mike. Customato passing, that fucked him up. But Kevin Rooney kept him focused. I don't know what happened with that relationship. You know what I'm saying? But that was it for him. Like, once that happened, I was like, oh, shit. So, who you giving roses to?
I actually didn't even come up with no roses.
So my roses is part of my I'm gonna let you finish. I'm giving roses to Iron Mike Tyson.
And so is that who you chose? And I'm gonna let you finish. So we both agree. Yeah. LA don't like that. LA don't like when we agree, but we do. I mean, it is.
He said LA don't like it.
He like to see us fight.
Nah, so and for all the reasons that we talked about, man, like the guy is, man, he's so dynamic. You know what I'm saying? People didn't realize he had these layers to him. The fact that he did the one man show and it was good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he went on stage, did a one man show and it's good.
Yeah, he did.
He's doing these podcasts and he's like,
it is good.
He is talking some shit.
Yeah.
Like he's making people think like, yo, get past the the voice and all that, and you get past all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I actually don't even like to hear people imitate him no more.
He's yeah, man, he's very intelligent dude, man. You know what I'm saying?
If I had to just come up with a quick roses, I would probably give my roses.
These are dandelions because you had to get them quick. You had to you ain't have them ready, so you picked them on the way.
And I don't even want nobody to get roses that way. So out of respect, I'm gonna just pass on roses. This is probably the first time I never had roses.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'll live to see another week.
Man, listen. It don't matter who you give them to.
Yeah, but you want to give them to him in high regards. I don't want to come up with it in the last minute.
That don't mean you don't regard them highly.
This guy, I'm not doing it.
Typically, when I give roses, it is
roses.
somebody I pretty much like. When let me tell you something. I might have been a little watery eyed when Tyson lost. I might have been. I think so. I think it ain't no New York bias now. That was global.
I wasn't. I just was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, you was mad. I got a little watery. I said, oh shit. Did he just this? I didn't believe it.
Yeah, motherfucker didn't think he was ever gonna lose. Like,
first of all, I didn't believe that actually happened. I was looking at the screen like, nah, this is not real.
Right.
This is not real.
Right.
So
But look, man, we moving on, man, to the end of this show, man. Definitely go to the
another one.
Definitely go to the Uncivil War Park. Shut up, jackass. We definitely go to the Uncivil War Podcast Instagram page. It is Uncivil War, Uncivil _ War _ Civil _ Go to YouTube. We drop on Friday nights now.
Drop on Friday.
Quit texting me. Where is the show?
Yeah, we begin these messages on Sunday.
Look for it on Friday. You get it early. So hit us up. Drop your relationship questions in the comments.
Anybody who has relationship questions, please
drop them in the lives when I be driving down here.
We didn't do any this week because we
I got one.
Nah, we'll save it.
Yo, we got time for it.
For what?
This one relationship question.
Hey, man.
Nah, we're gonna save it for next week. We're gonna save it for next week. No. We're gonna save it for next week.
We had fun.
We love y'all.
We love y'all. Thank you for watching us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We really, really appreciate the love and support. And we'll see you next Friday.
Peace.